I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a very long time, and a lot of my OG subscribers are gonna remember this. $50,000 subscribers! Woo! Cimoooooooo! What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So now that I've just wrecked the headphone user of every single person watching this video, I personally wanted to make this video as a thank you because honestly, 50,000 subscribers is an incredible milestone, and it still hasn't really set in yet that I've achieved that much, or we've achieved that much, because really, this isn't just me, this is you guys coming together and collectively supporting me and making this possible, and it's something that's just so surreal. And I know from the offset I set out to make this channel, and really the origin of this channel and the purpose initially was to help people get better at the game, whether you're a new player or you're a competitive player that's of a more advanced skill level. I wanted to provide something for everyone, and I really feel that that's why this channel has grown and become so successful to the point where it's at today. And honestly, it's all because of your guys' continued support that we're at this point, and I really just wanted to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for that opportunity, because it's been one hell of a journey. I think we started this channel, I think we're at about 3.5 years now, something like that, and specifically in this last year, 2017, the growth on the channel has been absolutely explosive. I mean, I'm fucking talking about, like, I think since February or March, I've been getting a minimum of 3,000 to 4,000, sometimes 5,000 subscribers in a month, and I don't really know how that fucking happened, but it did, and ever since then, it's just been this giant fucking snowball effect, and we've just been getting more subscribers and more subscribers and more subscribers, more people just coming together in this little community that we formed, and I think it's a really great thing. And again, I just wanted to really, just say thank you for that. One thing I didn't really expect when this was going to happen was the amount of people coming up to me and reciprocating that gratitude towards me, because like I said, I know I initially created this channel to help people, but I didn't expect it to really be as just massive as it really was. When I travel now to events and I'm going to regionals or YCSs or hell, even Nats for that matter, so many of you guys come up to me and just express your praise for whether it's like one specific video that I made, or it's like just a myriad of all the different content that I've created and provided to you. There's just so much happiness and joy that it seems that I've brought to your guys' lives. And I really didn't think that I really would have that sort of impact on a lot of your guys' lives, and it's a very humbling experience. It's still very odd to me that so many people recognize me now, like in public, not even just at Yu-Gi-Oh events, but like in person. Like, I've been recognized at like airports and at restaurants. It's a little bit weird, and it's still odd to me that the people that you might have never expected that you've made an impact in their lives, you have. And so that's why I really just love giving back to you guys, and it really almost fuels me to keep wanting to create the content that I am for you and to make it as best as I can possibly make it. And it's so surreal. I still can't really truly embody that feeling, because it's so odd to me that, I mean, this is fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's not like, I'm a life coach or anything like that, but I think when you take everything together, the amount of enthusiasm I provide in my videos, combined with ideally a good amount of information that I'm providing to you, it actually is a very good setup overall. And that's what makes doing this so gratifying for me, is that, I am making an impact in your lives. It may not be, this massive, tremendous impact from the perspective of like it's like life-changing or anything, but it's more on a micro level. I'm more providing, whether it's information for you guys about the game, or sometimes you just need some cheering up, and with my positive energy that I'm bringing in pretty much every one of my videos, it's something that can just cheer you up if you're having a bad day. And that's what I've come to realize that I really enjoy about doing this on a daily basis, essentially, outside of like the weekends, I guess. And that's where I wanted to kind of take this video today. So I'm at the point where I've actually decided to take a very big step for the channel, and that's what I wanted to discuss with you today. So the channel is doing phenomenal, and I'm at a point now with the channel that I've actually pushed everything off to the side that I was currently doing, my old work, my schooling, my plans essentially that I had, and I'm gonna take a leap into doing this full time. And that for you is the best possible thing that can happen, because if you're already a fan of my content and everything that I'm providing to you, that means two things. That means, one, you're gonna get even more of my fucking content, and on top of that, I'm gonna strive to make it the best quality possible content that I could possibly do, because I'm aiming to make this into a career. And it sounds crazy that I'm in a position that this might actually be possible, but because of all of your guys' support, just through every video that you watch, every like button that you hit, every comment that you leave, and on top of that, the people who support me on Patreon, this is actually something that's possible. And I figured that if there's a time to make this happen, the time is now, and I need to act on it, because I love doing this. Like, I cannot lie to you guys, I fucking love doing this, and the fact that I get all of you guys coming up to me at events or sending me messages, or just any way you guys are expressing your praise to me or your gratitude to me, just all these different means and avenues that you're doing that, it's kind of like the universe is sending me a message that this is something that's going very well, but it's something that I'm meant to do, because it's almost like my purpose in life is to be here creating this content for you guys and bringing joy and happiness to your guys' lives through Yu-Gi-Oh, but also, you know, through my energy as well. And I really think that this is something that could be very amazing. And it's something I need to go for it, and I need to jump at it. Now, don't like, you hear me say like full time, oh, he's gonna turn it into a job like that. Nothing is changing. Everything that you guys have come to expect from the channel is staying exactly the same. I'm still going to be producing the videos on the basis that I usually am, usually like 4 to 5 days a week on the weekdays. I'm going to be producing even more videos more likely than not, since I'm doing that. The Twitch streams, I did a test stream actually last night, as a matter of fact, to kind of get some things going. I'm going to be aiming to do that about 3 days a week at a minimum, possibly more. But now that I've gotten a lot of things pretty much sorted out, I had a lot of other obligations before that made it difficult, but now we're at a position where it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really, really excited for it, because this is only the beginning. I've got so many fucking ideas for this channel of things that we can do. You know, I'm already providing you guys advanced level content about the meta, and like analyzing the meta and how the format is shaping and shifting as the meta progresses. I'm bringing you guys in-depth card discussions about, you know, cards you might necessarily agree with that I discuss, but at the same time, I'm bringing them to you so you guys are informed of what's going on. And so even if you might not agree with me, it's something that you need to know, especially if you're playing at a competitive level, whether you're a casual or a competitive player. I'm bringing you guys the How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh series, which for a majority of you guys doesn't actually mean anything, but that's something that is part of the legacy I want to leave, that if anyone wants to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, any of you guys can use that as a resource to show one of your friends that they could easily pick up the game and start playing with you just after maybe watching an hour's worth of videos. Then I'm also wanting, or actually no, I'm not wanting, I'm already producing in-depth content reviews, product reviews rather, of things like deck boxes and binders and all these other things, even the cards themselves in different sets, because I want you guys to get the best value for your money, and I really just want to be the best beneficial tool and create the ultimate all-around Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube channel with a competitive spin on it, primarily because that's the aspect that I'm personally the most interested in. But with stuff that we've got planned coming up, I want to do individual mini deck series where one deck, 5 different videos where if there's a new deck coming out and it's of a competitive caliber, I should put that caveat in there. If it's a competitive deck, you can watch this little mini series that I plan on making, especially once we get the ban list, and you can go from knowing absolutely jack shit about the deck to knowing every single thing from what all the cards do to all the combos to how to play the deck, even to how to counter and beat the deck as well. I think that's something that hasn't really been done before, especially to the depth that I want to create it, and I think that's something that when I fielded the idea on Twitter, a lot of you guys seemed really fucking excited for that, so I'm just sitting here waiting for the ban list. Like, this is something I really want to do. I also want to start making a series about the psychology of Yu-Gi-Oh!, kind of an aspect of the game that's seldom talked about, and I did say that that was a Patreon reward, and we've actually hit that benchmark now, so I'm going to start producing that as well. It's going to be more of a more in-depth, higher quality type of video because it's going to require a lot of facial gestures and expressions and things like that, kind of to demonstrate a lot of the different aspects of what I'm discussing, but that's kind of along the lines where I want to take it. I also want to finish the How to Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Series because it's very time consuming, because having to make sure you're talking about every single aspect of this game to someone who would essentially know nothing is a little bit more difficult than it sounds, but I want to make sure that that is finished and that guide is completely just all around done so that it can be just handed out or just sent as a link to anyone who wants to learn how to play the game. And just really focus on making a lot more advanced level content to just help everyone continue to get better at the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's so many things I still have in store. I remember that I made a video a while back talking about how many ideas I still have. That list has grown exponentially, and there's still so many things I plan on doing, and it's really because of all of your guys' support that's going to make this possible. So really, guys, I wanted to make this video today not only as a personal thank you, but also to give you an update as to where the channel is, where we're going, and honestly how there's a lot of really big things in store. So if you're not already subscribed, I would definitely recommend to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Twitch, especially now that the Twitch streams are going to start becoming more regular. And one of the biggest things I want to end this video on is supporting me on Patreon is one of the biggest ways that you guys can help continue to make all of this possible. Not only just for me, but for our little community that we've created as a whole. I've really strived to make the Patreon a really great thing, and I'm going to start doing Patreon exclusive tournaments for the patrons just so we can have a little fun as a little collective Patreon community. We're going to start doing Patreon exclusive content as well. It's not going to take away from the regular content I bring to you guys on a regular basis, but the patrons are actually going to vote on what content they want me to make, and I'm going to make that for them. It's really cool, and I think it's the best way that you guys can help support me and just help me continue bringing you guys all of the amazing and wonderful content that I've been able to bring to you guys and hone and focus on and try to the best of my ability, perfect for the last 3.5 years. And you guys have seen the uptick in quality. Honestly, the reason why I'm able to afford stuff like this new camera that you guys have seen me using recently, like this new audio equipment, and a lot of the different things that you might not see because they're behind the scenes, but it allows me to do that, is mainly in part due to Patreon as a supplement to YouTube, and Twitch will also get in there as well. So that's the thing. If you guys have the means to support me via Patreon, I'd really just highly recommend it because it just allows me to continue bringing you guys some amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. So thank you so much for watching this video. We're going to be back to our normal scheduled content after today, of course, after watching this. Today is Tuesday, September 12th, so we're going to be back on normal things. I've got a lot of cool stuff planned. There's a lot of other cool things that are going to be in part to this as well, like I'm finalizing a website as well. I need to create a new logo, so there's going to be a contest for that, so if you're an artist, stick around for that. And just a lot of really cool things as well. I really want to focus on honing and building a very positive Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, and I feel like I've already pretty much laid the foundation for something like that to just really flourish and thrive. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.